Let you guys just start off with questions. Y'all ready?
Yes, sir.
All right. Who want to kick us off?
Yes, sir. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you.
What was the selection process? What were your thinking behind these 9 individuals? What was the policy, the procedure, or however, what was your what was your process of picking them?
Well, our goal was to identify leaders throughout the community that had different types of expertise. Certainly we wanted to make sure that we had someone from a legal background, someone from a leadership perspective, somebody that's worked in many different environments. We wanted to find someone who had experience in the transportation field, not just public transit, but also logistics and transportation. We also wanted to make sure that someone from the bus riders union was represented. We wanted to make sure that we had a diverse range of voices that were going to be working to address issues with our mass transit system. It certainly was a hard reset in our mind as we talk through where MATA goes next. We know it's going to take a lot of hard work, and we thought creating this clean slate environment was a good way to start off the process.
Mayor Young, piggyback on what you said, just talking about doing a hard reset. Can you, tell bus riders, citizens of Memphis, why do this now?
Well, certainly we know that there are some pending changes that are looming, and we're certainly having conversations with MATA every day about those. And my goal is to make sure that we are setting the course for transit that's going to serve Memphians for generations to come. We want a transit system where we have riders that are choosing to use this mode of transportation, overtaking their cars. And we know that it's going to take a lot of work to get us there. And so we thought that it was a good opportunity while this discussion is hot for us to really have a full reset. We just finished the review from TransPro. They gave us some recommendations, and the spirit of their recommendations was to really dig deep into the operations and increase the frequency so that we can get more riders to their destinations in an efficient time. And we think that we're turning the page so that we can do that.
Mayor, what was it specifically in that report that kind of tipped the needle, so to speak?
Well, I don't think there was any one thing. I think most of the things that were in the report are things that we know, but it was packaged in a way where it really told us that there's an urgency of now, that we have to move quickly and expeditiously towards finding a solution because there are people whose lives are dependent on it. And things like having 2-hour waits for buses to get to destinations. We have some buses that don't show up. The fact that we have a system that has been structured for 75 buses and we typically put out about 53 to 55 buses a day. Those are the types of operational challenges that we're going to have to grapple with, and getting a new board in place is just one step towards the full reset.
Will we see changes to executive leadership?
We're not making any calls on executive leadership right now. We've been working closely with the executive team as we are trying to implement different processes and procedures so that we can get different results. And so our expectation is the board will work with the executive team and they'll figure out the ultimate leadership. My goal as mayor is to make sure that we have board representation that's going to be able to help make the tough decisions that are needed to get that system to where it's really working for the people of our city.
And TransPro recommended 100, 200-day and year-long check-in points. Are those objectives going to be followed by the board? And if so, what's the most important there?
I think it's certainly the goal. I mean, the report just came out on Friday, and so I think everybody's still taking it all in right now, and we're going to have a lot more discussions around how we tackle all of the recommendations in that plan.
When exactly did you make the decision to replace the board?
So I made the decision, it probably was about 2 weeks ago, a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And we certainly wanted to talk with all of the existing board members, talk to the ones that we are asking to join. And then as the report was released, we knew that recommendation was one of them because they told us that a couple of weeks ago. We went ahead and moved forward with it.
Beyond the report, what other information did you use to make your decision to replace the board?
I think the rationale is pretty much clearly laid out in the report. I think for me, it's not about individuals, it's about a hard reset. It's about really trying to clean the slate and start fresh with the work that we have for creating the transit system that we know our Memphians deserve.
When might everyday riders see when will the impacts of this begin to kind of land on the street, so to speak?
Well, right now, we're working towards this November 3rd date and working with MATA to see what we can do about that date and what changes have to occur on that date. Is there anything that can be done to mitigate those changes? And so we're going to work through that as our short-term timeline for now.
Mayor Young, tomorrow there's a meeting. Can you elaborate on what you all will be discussing in tomorrow's meeting?
Yeah, so City Council will actually get an opportunity to hear from TransPro, which created the report, and they also will have the opportunity to approve the board members. So as mayor, I get an opportunity to recommend, but City Council is the one that actually approves board members. And so that is what will be before City Council tomorrow.
Hey guys, we have time for one more question.
Mayor, will the board be empowered to move kind of decisively on things that may have been presented in the Transpo report, or will they have to go through other processes to make things happen quickly?
I mean, the board certainly will be empowered. I mean, I think they will want to make informed decisions, so I think they will have to really get on a very quick learning curve to understand all of the operations and things that are happening within MATA. I've spoken with the MATA leadership, and they are ready and willing to get the board members quickly oriented to the work so that they can begin making the decisions necessary.
Thank you for your time.
Thank you, Mayor.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank y'all.